Welcome, and salutations to everybody out there. Welcome to another edition of Real Talk for Real Men. I am your host, Lee Black, and hopefully you're having a great weekend here in Atlanta, Georgia. We are finally getting some cold weather, and so I'm a happy man right now. It's been a long week, but I'm glad to see I got my fam waiting in the background. So we're going to get this thing popping. So if this is your first time joining us for the hour, you can find us as part of the TFG family on TFG Uncut, TFG Ratchet on both Facebook and at YouTube. So please don't forget to like, subscribe, share my channel, share my content. And this is our Saturday edition. So we're going to take things light and have a little fun. Let me bring in my host, first of all, from Memphis, Tennessee. This is Miss Tasha. What's going on, McMack?
What's going on, Black? Like you, we also are having some really nice, milder temperatures, so it is
Yes, sir.
definitely a
Yes,
nice
sir.
change.
Absolutely. So it's finally getting a little fall here in Atlanta. Maybe people sit the fuck down and be the fuck still. But let's bring in my brother from Texas, Mr. Kenny. This is my brother from Texas. What's going on, brother?
I'm laughing at you, Black. What's up with it? What's up, Tasha? How you all doing?
What's going on, Kenny?
Man, we doing all right. How about you, sir?
Man, let me say something, and I hope I don't offend nobody real quick. Can we get some really good English-speaking people to help us when we got technical issues with our laptops and computers? Man, I was just on the phone with Microsoft for 30 minutes, and I kept saying repeat. I can't understand the words that are coming out of your mouth. Could you say that again? I'm like, man, goddamn, really? Anyway, I had to get that off.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I
Cancel. We already
appreciate your
canceled
event,
2 minutes in.
and I concur. I love it. This is the place to come to get it off your chest in a real way. My favorite couple in the world is in the house, and they already cracking up. This is the Postons, y'all. This is Hunter. This is Bert. What's going on, fam?
We didn't even enter anything yet, and we already started already.
I'm over
It
here
already fell
dying.
off the tracks.
I'm over here
What's
dying.
up, family?
Right.
Hey, y'all.
What's up,
going
fam?
on?
Kenny. It wasn't even night. It's Kenny.
Right? I'm used to Lee.
It's probably going to be that kind of a night. So just so y'all know. And to make matters even more spicy, we got my sis in the house from New York City. What's going on, Sherry?
What's up, y'all?
Yeah,
what's
what's
up,
going on,
Sherry?
baby girl? How you doing, baby sis?
I'm good.
All right. Good to have everybody. So look, we got the family. So you already know how we doing it. And so in case anybody was wondering what we're talking about, we're revisiting one of our favorites, that we do from time to time. We're talking about strawberry letters. Strawberry letters. So I want to give a shout out to this young lady from TikTok. Her channel is Keytells. Keytells, and I'm giving her a little shout out because I'm pulling from her content on TikTok. So it's only fair that I share this with you. So shout out to your fat ass, but you're doing a good job out there.
Oh my.
Yeah, damn.
Oh my Lord.
Hey, I mean that with love because I'm a fat man too. Just so you know. Just so you know what's going on out there. We got Miss. Oh my God, Monique. This is my baby girl from way back in the day. This is Neek in the house. Miss Tamika, what's going on, baby girl? Good to see you.
What's up, Tamika? What's happening?
You see what the cold? See when it get cold, you see we drag in people that been gone for a while. Keep that ass
true.
in the house.
That's true. That's just like the people that only go to church on Easter. Yeah, they only go to church on Easter. Here we go.
But Neek, we got you, baby. You are more than welcome. Thank you for us always supporting her. She's been there from the gate, so I love her to death. So I appreciate all the support that we always get. Because people don't realize the time and effort that goes into doing this each and every week. But anyway, we're gonna get this thing popping so we can get into as many letters as we possibly can. I have not seen any of the letters. Again, I'm snagging from Keytells page, so I'm gonna share my screen. I'm picking some of her stories at random. We'll listen to it, and we'll discuss as only we can, as only as we do it here on Real Talk. So, as in the words of Tamika, Lego. So here we go. So let's make this thing do what we do. All right, I'm gonna share my screen, folks. Let's get this thing popping. Hopefully, you guys can see my screen.
Yeah, I can
All
see
right,
it.
let's
Yes.
pop on this
Yep.
first
First
story.
off, I want to say that I love my
Give me a
husband.
thumbs up, Tasha, if you can hear it.
We were hearing it.
Damn it, damn it, damn it.
It's buffering. Look like. Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
say we're gonna give it a minute. Oh, don't start that. I might have to go out and come back in. We'll see.
I looked all over.
Well, I give y'all college. Okay, I give y'all college football update. Alabama, they did beat Mississippi.
You
Just let y'all
Stephen,
know
I
they
truly
held
do.
on.
Okay, here go one. Damn,
It's buffering. Yeah.
it's gonna do this buffering thing. I was again. I'm
Dear
picking.
Stephen Shirley, I'm in a relationship with a man that is a contributor on our local news. He's also an auctioneer at an auto auction. He makes all of his money by
Okay, you know what I'm gonna do?
What's
I'm
that?
going to read the story.
I looked all.
Okay.
How about
First
that?
off,
Okay.
subject, what am I supposed to
How
do with
about
that?
that?
That's good.
I met a great guy on a dating
Okay.
website and we ended up getting really close. And after a few months of dating,
Just close it.
we got a place together.
Can y'all
4
hear?
months later, I found out he's
It's
very
barely. I hear somebody else's
I hear
Yeah.
music in the
someone television.
background.
Okay. Okay. So I was gonna try to read it. So I'm gonna read the story. It says, "Dear Steve and Shirley, I met a great guy on a dating website." Now, because I don't know if I can see the whole full story on this one. That's the thing. So let me find one.
subject. What am I supposed
If
to
she
do
take
with
her big
that?
face out of here, then
Dear Stephen
there
Shirley,
we go.
Okay, just mute her.
I'm dating a man.
Just mute her. Hit the little sound icon. Now you read.
Okay, I still want to stop her. Says, "Dear Stephen Shirley, I've been dating a man for 4 months, and recently we decided to be exclusive and to start being intimate. The other night, I was over at his place and things started to heat up. I was super excited because we hadn't been going any further than kissing, but this night I was finally going to give him some. So I let my hands wander down his body, and I got the biggest shock of my life. He stood up and dropped his pants, and my mouth hit the floor. I was eye to eye with the biggest you know what I've ever seen. This brother can scratch his ear with it if he needed to. I was absolutely petrified. He saw the fear in my face and suggested we just watch a movie instead. We spent most of the night in silence, and eventually I asked him to take me home. Since that night, he has been calling and texting, but I don't know if I can continue with the relationship. What am I supposed to do with that? I really like spending time with him. Please help." All right. So we started
Somebody
out
have some bad feedback. Just to let you
Yeah.
know. But
I think, and it's probably normally it's
it's some
probably
feedback, Black. I don't know who it is.
okay. Let me see. I'm on mute. Let me see if it's Sherry.
Yeah.
That's the feedback. So, sis, stay on live. I'm just gonna mute you until I call on you to speak. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, who wants to go here? So, I'm glad that we got a nice representation of men and women on this joint. And before we get started, welcome to the super fan from TFG, Miss Toria. How you doing, sweetheart? Glad to
Hey,
have you
Miss
as
Toria,
always.
how you doing?
And Tamika's all ears on this one. What do you guys? I want to ask a question on this one because she says, "What am I supposed to do with that?" Ladies, I want you to be honest. Have you ever found yourself in that situation where you was faced with that one-eyed monster that you just knew you couldn't handle? And what did you do?
You got to see it through. What you gotta see it through, because you just never know. It might be better than what you think. You just never know. Then again, you gotta be like into like a little bit of pain too. So I say you gotta see it through.
I got more questions for that, but I'm gonna try to. I don't want to go too crazy. Lynette says nope. Les says work it. Tamika says period. Gotta see it through. Period. That's
All right.
that's very interesting, sis. I think I know the answer, but I'm gonna ask you anyway, sis. Ever saw a one-eyed monster that you knew you just couldn't handle?
Yeah, I ain't fucking with that. I tell him, nah, oh, you got a monster. You gotta go get an animal or something.
All right, Miss Poston, not gonna put you. You do not have to answer this question at all, sweetheart. So I'm giving
I
you.
agree with the panel.
Say that again.
I agree with the panel.
All right, you got to see it through, which is interesting. So I got to ask my fellas, and again, Mr. Poston, you can bypass this question if you like, sir. I'm giving you a bypass if you need. Brothers, have you ever found yourself in that situation with a lady that she couldn't handle what she was looking at? And what did you do? As you think about that, contemplate that, Tamika says, I ain't never backing then, but I won't back. Hold on. I ain't never backing. I think she say down, but I won't be back. My ovaries.
Exactly. Exactly.
She tried to keep her insides in place.
And that's what she
ain't
that's what she meant. She said she ain't never backing down. Interesting. Very interesting. I see Tasha nodding her head. Fellas, what y'all say on this one? Don't nobody want to go?
I mean, I ain't the biggest cat in the world. I ain't the smallest either. So no, I ain't never had nobody running from. Well, no, one time I did. Yeah, one time. But she was a trooper, like Tasha said. She wasn't a quitter. Winners never. You can't win if you quit. So she wasn't gonna quit. So I wasn't gonna let her quit either. So it went down, and it went down. So
just a lot of tequila and a hot bath and some Tylenol afterwards. You'll be all right.
and a rub down. You'll be all right. You'll make it.
That's
it's just
talk.
like playing
That's
a 60-minute. It's like playing a 60-minute football game. You'll be sore in the morning, but you'll be all right.
Exactly.
Mr. Poston, Mr. and Mrs. Poston, I see y'all first. So that's why. So I will put my input in there. In here, like you.
No pun
if y'all
intended.
don't know. If y'all don't know, me and brother Ken, we're brothers in arms with signs. With so many similarities. So look, once upon a time, in a different far land, I used to be considered blessed. I can't say that no more because what they feed these young motherfuckers out here now, we in a whole new ball game. So, but if we go back 25 years ago, I probably would have been considered one of the big boys, pissing with the big boys. I was proud of myself back then. I was young and fit, had a nice little piece on myself. So I've been in situations where, I got that look, and it's a beautiful thing when you can whip out that one-eyed monster and stand there with the Superman pose and shit. Got a flat stomach, and again, thank God that you wasn't getting away. You had a choice at that point. You got to do something with it. You got 3 good holes, so which one do you want to take this monster on? So once upon a time, but let me tell you when I knew shit had changed.
Yeah, 3 good holes.
And looking through my son's phone, and at the time, he was 15 years old, and it was discovered that he had been sending dick pics around. And when I looked, I saw a dick that was a true monster, and I realized that it was him. And it was simultaneous shame and pride all at the same time.
That's my boy.
Y'all were ready for that, were you? He thought it was going another direction.
Like, how do this motherfucker, when he sit down and take a shit, I know his dick is hitting the bottom of the toilet. You know what I'm saying? And then now when I'm looking at him, I'm feeling kind of emasculated when I'm looking at this motherfucker because I know I can whoop him, but he walking around here slinging more hammer than me. Like, God damn. Oh my God! So
You know that remind me of episode of Family Guy. I don't know if y'all used to watch Family Guy. It was an episode where Peter
Yeah,
found out that his son had a bigger penis than him, and he couldn't handle it.
it's real, and that is when I
Yeah.
knew shit had changed. That's real talk. That I realized this new generation out here. You know what I'm saying? Miss Tori said make some extra GYN appointments. You know, so I admire you ladies for being able to go in with it. You know, oh my God, yes, just pray for my.
Wait a minute.
Yes,
All right
yes,
now. All right, watch yourself.
Oh.
All right.
Oh.
You the throat goat. Oh, you the throat goat, huh? Okay.
oh shit. Yes, it's real. So, but this is really out there now. For this story, we didn't even talk about this incident. Lady, I don't know what to tell you about what you can do with that. According to this panel on Real Talk, you were supposed to handle your business. Is that the consensus?
Yes.
That I will say one thing. That just to speak on her, that's a conversation that should be had because I'm pretty sure he has heard this before. So that's the conversation for them to have. Because if y'all having a good relationship and you just running away and not saying anything, that's just a conversation. Maybe he could give you piece by piece.
Oh, so you bring up an interesting point then. So you think that it's the guy's responsibility
That's a good point.
Tell a woman beforehand, look, I'm packing serious.
No.
Is that what you're saying?
She should tell him.
No.
You saying a woman.
She should tell him, like, I'm really feeling a relationship.
Right.
But I'm gonna be honest, you king dingling, I can't handle that with these walls. So maybe if you can, we can ease into it.
And get her trusted.
Right.
Because you never know. If he don't get on to her, she might can take it. She don't know because she never tried.
Valid point.
An inch at a time.
Right.
Inch by inch.
You know.
Bit by bit.
And Tamika make a good point.
Jaw by jaw, however she want to do
it. There you go. There you go. You know, before I leave this subject, you know, I got this is just for my fellas, and you can be excused from this, Mr. Poston. Men out there, have you ever, since he dropped his drawers and got a surprise, fellas, have you ever got a surprise where it wasn't what you imagined it to be? It was either the Grand Canyon. I've had instances where it was the Grand Canyon. And before I say what I'm saying, have you ever been in a situation where a woman dropped her musty drawers? And them drawers definitely be musty. And, and you saw something that you knew you couldn't work with. And how did you handle it?
What does it look like?
No, I'm gonna tell you. I would say this. I was surprised by someone that I was with because she never wore, her clothes were always loose, and just so I never knew what her body really looked like, you know. Until we bucked her, man. When she took them clothes off, I was like, damn, she got body. I'm like, yo, body. I'm like, capital BODY. I'm like, yo, she got
that is the best.
Everything.
That is the best.
So that was one of those. That was one of those good things. So yeah, it was
that's
all
good. That's good.
So,
you know, shout out to Yvette if you're out there to know your last name. I've been looking for you for the longest. You know, anybody who knows me know social media ain't really served me well because I've been looking for Yvette for a long time. Yellow bone, big old titties with the pink red nipples about the size of $50. Clothes didn't do her justice. Ass just as fat as a two-headed cat. Pussy good and deep and wet. Baby, if I find you, I would marry you today. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you right there.
Lord.
Yvette.
Well, he don't know her last name.
You would marry her? Would you give her church's chicken?
No. Marathon. Yvette, if I ever come across Yvette, I'm gonna tell you some of the best pussy I ever had. And to Kenny's point, her clothes didn't do her justice. She worked at Burlington's Coat Factory back in the day in Memphis. It was one of those things where when she took her clothes off, you just had to stand there and admire all of God's good work. And the pussy lived up to it exceeded all expectations. And I tell you, she knew how to give you that pussy. Yes, sir.
Hey, Yvette, where you at? Yvette, where you at?
Yes,
we
sir.
looking for you.
I just so
looking for you, Yvette. Come on through.
Yes, that's a good one. Now I've had these other instances where the mustard draws, came pulling down and the pussy lips was all wriggled and beat up, and I knew in that moment. And again, even you do the little scratch test and the lips all, I don't know, they look all wiggly and shit and they all soft, from way too much playing in the snatch and digging her fingers and hands and stuff. That's why I don't like women playing their pussy too much, because you fucking up a good thing. And if the outside of that building don't look good, I ain't going inside. I'm just saying.
Man, you know what? I'm done.
All right. Why are you looking at me like that?
You got to see it through, Black. You got to see it through.
No, don't
No.
Don't go. Do not enter that.
I can't
enter like roast beef.
Thank you. Oh, that's exactly. Thank you. That's exactly what it looked like.
That's exactly what it looked
like. And some chewed up roast beef at that. Like somebody chewed on it for a while and then spit it back on the plate. The pussy lips was all raggedy. And even the hairs on the pussy was all spotted like she had alopecia on the pussy or something.
You know what? Where's the next letter?
That could have been the best. That could have been the best
next
pussy
topic.
that you had. It just made I have been very pretty.
Next topic.
All right.
Wait. Let me tell y'all something.
Okay.
Like Tasha, you see when you said see it through? I was in Memphis with Freddie, and he had his friends out. We was out. The girl comes to me and
you can't be giving them my real name, sis.
Whatever. They went and she gonna take a picture. Wanted to take a picture with me, and she gonna say, "Oh, I'm sorry, Sherry, I can't drink with you because I'm on penicillin because your brother brought my wound down." A little too much information for me, so I'm looking at her crazy like, and so she must have seen it through, and it wasn't a good thing. Like, listen.
Oh my.
Okay.
Shout out to my baby out there. Yeah, she saw it through. I would be remiss to y'all looking at me like I'm crazy.
Oh my.
Nick says,
I was saying to myself, why is she telling me this? I don't want to hear this about my brother. Get out of here.
Nick says, I was young as fuck then. I met you, but she grown now.
Wait a minute. What's
that?
Wait, hold.
And she said, them house parties was, baby, I'm.
Well, okay, wait a minute. Hey, hold up, time out. It's a whole nother conversation. It's a whole nother conversation going on over here. Then I'm trying. What?
What's going on?
Nick says, I was young as fuck then. I met you. But she grown now.
Oh,
that's what I thought. And them house parties was lit. I always do a really good house party, y'all.
Okay, well, you know what, boy, it's
what's up, Antoine?
Okay,
it's about to get ratchet uncut. It's about to get ratchet and uncut up in here for real.
Look, it's already off the rails.
Okay, love you, Nick.
Wow,
love you, Nick. That's my baby. All right, let's go on to the next story.
Let's
go on to the next story. All righty.
Right.
Let's look at Tasha say right.
Let's see if this one comes up. So I gotta find where I can read the whole thing. Oh, I want to see. Well, I won't let me see the whole thing. Oh man, so let's find one.
Dear Steve and Shirley, I'm a 47-year-old attorney who is 7 months pregnant. I have 3 daughters that are grown.
All right, we're gonna get to one.
Subject, what am I supposed to do with that?
We heard it.
If she get a big face out the way, okay.
You know what?
Okay, this one says, Dear Steve and Shirley, I've been dating a man for 4 months, and recently we decided to be exclusive and start being intimate.
We heard that one.
Really?
That's the one we just
Oh
Dear
shit.
Steve and
Okay.
Shirley,
That's the one we just
first
did.
off, I want to
Yeah.
say that I love my
Okay,
husband.
so hold on.
He's the
Here's
most
one, I think. First off, I want to say that I love my
kind
husband.
and gentle man that I have ever known.
He is the most kind and gentle man I have ever known. When we met, we dated for a year without having sex. We had never seen each other naked until marriage. After we got married and before we started having sex, my husband admitted to me that he was smaller than normal, if you know what I mean. Okay, this is different. But my husband is the size of a 5-year-old boy. Those were his doctor's words, not mine. Yes, we went to a doctor, and the doctor said that nothing could be done. We have been married now for 7 years, and I'm frustrated as heck. I confided in my ex-boyfriend, and he has offered to help me out sexually, but I know my husband would be devastated if he found out. I'm upset with the fact that my husband waited until I was deeply in love with him to tell me about his shortcoming. So would I be wrong to get some action on the side every once in a while? I do love my husband, but I need help. What should I do?
What you mean? What should you do? That's your fault. That's why I advocate for sex as early as possible. That way, you know, that's her fault. She dropped the ball. Now she's damned for lifelong for poor sex. The only option she has is to have the husband get oral sex, buy him a strap on to fuck you with, or you're gonna have to be requesting threesomes to bring additional people into the bedroom. That's the only way. But that's her fault.
I'm looking at Kitty. Kitty, your face is killing me.
Damn.
Miss Tori said, get you some toys.
Get you a new husband.
That say you shouldn't have married him.
Yeah.
I'm with Lynette and Tasha, and I'll tell y'all why.
And Nick say, have a threesome.
I'll say this. I don't care what nobody say. Sex is a part of marriage. Point blank in the period. It might not be the most important, but it's up there.
Okay.
Okay. So how can she knew when he warned her that he had mini dick. And she decided, oh, your personality can trump your little penis. So that's her fault. Because there's no way in hell I can marry somebody with an inch dick. I'm just gonna be point blank, period. Well, you blessed me. I mean,
no, I'm just like, damn. I'm stuck.
I mean, there's no way in hell, so I feel like that's her fault. Like, you had that conversation beforehand. That's like somebody telling you, I'm broke, I don't have no money, we getting married, you gonna have to pay all the bills. You know that going into the situation.
He did tell her. He did tell her
he decided to marry him small.
He did say he was smaller than usual.
Yes. And I want you to get some toys. I mean, maybe his tongue is great, but a tongue can only go but so far. A 5-year-old though?
She should have grabbed it at some point before they got married. Done something.
That's the thing. How you ain't feel it? Like, I'll be honest. Before we even did anything, you know, you gotta do the rub test. You know, you gotta feel it. If you don't feel nothing in your hand, then what's the point?
Dreamy said, get some action on. I was like, Kenny, I'm coming to you next. Dreamy said, get some action on the side. #balance. That is laughing. She say, I say deal with it. She did marry him. And Monique says, nah, I hate having to finish myself off. Over with. It's over with.
I would divorce him.
Okay, come on, Kenny. I'm waiting on you, my brother. Kenny, can you hear me?
I would say I would tell little Johnny to I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
All right, I would tell little Johnny. I would tell little Johnny to fire his damn doctor. First of all, how the hell you gonna say I'm only big as a 5-year-old? I would have slapped him right in his goddamn mouth. That's all I got on that.
Damn. Okay.
I'm just being honest. Damn, his doctor's whack to call him goddamn 5-year-old. But anyway, that's my thoughts.
Can he pump?
No, there ain't no pumping for that shit.
Oh.
Look, now he did. Now, she get the side action on the man. Look, he told you right up front, so you know what you was walking into. You should have test drove before you married.
It's nothing to drive.
Hey, then that's why you don't marry, because I mean, if you love him, you breaking his heart by going to your ex. And why the fuck you talking to your ex anyway? What's up with that?
Right.
Exactly.
Why you still in contact with your ex?
Yeah.
Everybody knows you get some strange. You don't go back. You just get random. Don't go back. Get random.
Thank you.
Well, why is he built like a 5-year-old?
No, we're gonna touch that. We're gonna touch that part.
We ain't got no control over that.
Now, Kenny, what you said, I would have sucker slid my doctor on saying some shit like that to me. It would have been on. That's like, what? But don't they have something? Don't they have a procedure now where they can put an implant in there or something like that? Don't they have implant surgery now?
You can.
Yeah, they do.
Grow big?
Yeah, they have to have implant surgeries.
I think they do. I think that's for erectile dysfunction, though. Isn't that for erectile dysfunction?
They have that, but I don't know.
I don't know.
It's not for.
Wait, what are they using?
Oh, okay.
No, they got operations out there too that can make a man larger too, or whatever. Prosthetic. You can get a prosthetic. You can actually get a prosthetic.
What are they using though?
Oh, okay.
I don't know what they're using.
I ain't looked that far into it.
Yeah, is that right?
but and I want to reverse I want to reverse the script here in a second. But a question is being asked directly to you, Hannah.
Me, okay.
Yeah, there's a question directly to you. It says, Miss Toria said, this is for the young lady who recently got married. What if, say, in January, your husband had a medical issue come up and he could not have sex no more? Would you leave him?
Well, no, because he has other qualities, and if he can't have, traditional sex, then I'm just gonna have to put the hair in the ponytail and do what I gotta do to make me feel some type of way, or we'll have some type of toys or whatever. But I wouldn't leave him because of sex. But also, I've had this sex before. It's not, and I know he's not built like a 5-year-old. So that's the difference. So I knew going into, but if you have any medical reason, you sign up for that with marriage. Whether it's sexual drive, health-wise, that's something you sign up for beforehand. So that's something that eventually will happen anyway, not even just talking about sex. So I'm already going to marriage knowing that.
And I'm going to move heaven and hell to make sure this shit get up.
I know that's right, brother. I know that's right.
Which,
right.
Heaven and hell, I will move both.
Which, as the comments, indicate, there are methods. There's implant surgery. It really is out there to make men bigger. Nick says, "Yep, if you knew, you're bad, but damn, my long ass need a monster."
This Tamika
not a
monster.
A monster.
Make it's off the chain. She off the chain. I know that's right.
Nick, let me tell you something. So I'll share this with you. And I ain't this ain't Nick all woman, and she bad.
Okay. All right, Mika. We see you.
Nick tall. I mean this with love, baby. So I hope your husband ain't watching this, Nick.
What?
Okay, so I have a question then.
No, and I'm not going to be disrespectful. What I'm about to say, I'm just saying, Nick was one of the baddest in the game, baby girl. Okay. I met Nick when she was 18. Yes, Lord. Amazon.
I'm kind of
flat.
I'm trying to look at her profile. Picture.
You know what? Y'all that up.
She all right. Flat Amazon. Nick bad. Nick still bad.
I have a question. Okay. So are we saying with this post here, is it the responsibility of a man or a woman to let you know up front that their sex is trash?
Both.
I think it's
That's where I
in
was
this
going.
position, I think it's on the man. I think it's on in this situation. But see, his sex may not be trash. He may just be small. He may not be big, well endowed, but he may have good sex. You know.
How is it good that he built like a size of a baby straw?
So, woman,
he can have style. He can do other things. You know what I'm saying?
So as a woman, is it her job too to tell you that, look, I've been told that my pussy is garbage. I just want you to know that up front. Like, is it up to a woman to say that too?
Yes.
But you know what?
Yes.
That's a valid question.
Somebody has told a man that, or a woman like you trash, and then it's your responsibility to tell the other person that you're dealing with. That's what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yes.
Damn.
That's hilarious. But I would tell her, hey, I'm a sanitation worker anyway. I work for the sanitation department. I'm used to taking out trash.
Oh, and he said, I got my shit ready. He said,
Canceled.
I'm with it. But this is the thing, though.
So here's my
thing.
thing.
Can I say one thing?
Go ahead.
Everybody's sex drive is different. So what one person might think is trash might be the best. We can pussy or dick they had in their life. Like he might think it's trash, but to somebody else it might be great, depending on, because everybody.
Here's where I'm gonna disagree with you. And it's not just sex drive. Sometimes it's technique, and sometimes the pussy just ain't good. See, there's a myth out there that just because it's pussy, it got to be good. I have unfortunately had many pieces of bad pussy in my lifetime too. Sometimes it was the physical, sometimes it was sex drive. I've slept with women that laid there like a dead fish. Now I still have to finish and get mine out of it. I've had the big wide chasm pussies and the real tight ones where you get a woman that got a fat pumping ass on her, big old mogumbo titties, and you can't wait to get into it. And now she constantly pushing and holding, won't even let you halfway get in it. That's bad sex, So
you gonna destroy her walls?
I prefer what?
He actually sensitive.
I said, what if you destroying her walls? You don't know why she trying to.
Hell, I've been in ones where you can't get in the walls, and then I've had one of my exes. I had to fuck in the ass because the pussy was all beat up like a big canyon. So no matter what I did to her, it didn't matter. You know what I'm saying? No, beautiful person, but she had 3 kids, but just no walls at all. It's real thin, and you got to swing all hard. Bone against bone. I'd be tired of the motherfucker. So just start fucking in the ass just to get something out of it. Now head game was the best on earth. Her head game, she was a flat out professor, PhD in headology. No doubt about it. I'm just saying,
You can
Did you say bone on bone?
Bone on bone.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Miss Brittany said, good or bad, men still reach their goal. Not the same for women. Fellas, is that true? Fellas, is that true?
Yes. I'm not a fella.
She said, good or bad, men still reach their goal. That is not the same for women.
That's not true.
Not for all men. Not for all men. Because I would want you to. I would definitely want you to get off. I wouldn't feel right if you don't.
She said, y'all still will bust a nut even if the pussy is trash.
Not true.
That's not true.
Not true. Brittany, not true. There's many a time where, and especially if you're using a condom. Well, I'm gonna speak for myself. If I'm using a condom, 50% of the time I don't even come if the pussy is trash because I can't get no rhythm. She ain't giving me no feedback. And at that point, you just take the condom off and say, just, give me some head or bye, bitch. You don't know what you're doing, so bye.
Oh my God.
You just don't go raw? What the fuck? Just go raw.
Sometimes you can't get nothing out of it, and it just is what it is, and you just gotta let them go. I'm dead serious, because bad sex, y'all, is bad sex.
Yes.
It really is, and there's a misconception out there that just because it's a hole, there's many times you wonder, as a man, like, I would have done better jacking off. That I'm getting nothing here, so you don't always, it ain't always that case, My baby girl said, "Girl, you made me run back to my phone." Yeah, he knows. Okay. So yeah. Now Lynette said,
Okay.
"Don't go wrong."
All
You're
right.
right, Lynette.
Safe sex.
Meat to meat, go raw. Raw sex is always the best sex. We're only
You
here for a
know,
little while, people. We're only here for a little while, okay?
you know what,
Oh, that doggone Tasha. Yeah, that
So
Tasha
in
bro.
boy, man.
2023,
Safe sex.
no. In 2023, no. You
Fuck it.
know.
We gonna die from something, so fuck it.
Oh, she ain't.
What?
She not. She
Till you
not.
get something
So y'all know
incurable.
she not playing.
Stop you, Rob.
She not playing. She not playing.
Yeah,
Might
She
as
Tasha,
said,
She's
I,
not
well.
playing.
she
she
said,
on
I've
one
had that
tonight.
occasion when I wasn't feeling it either. Take it off. Take it off. Now, look, raw sex is always better, but I'm just saying in 2023, you can't always do that. Don't she says she want to feel that stick, get absolutely. But Neek, those was the glory days, baby, when
Yeah, I don't want you to feel more than a
when we
stick,
when we
though.
when we could go raw and we didn't worry about catching all of the monkey pox and all that type of shit,
Boy.
that's going on out here now. So, you know, Brittany says, Tasha, y'all always on the same.
Y'all nasty.
You.
Oh my
You're
God,
nasty.
Brittany got a little freaky in her. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, want some?
Might as well. Why
Lynette, you're
deprive
right.
yourself?
You're
Now you
right. It
Brittany.
was before AIDS and HIV. Now I thank God I didn't contract any one of those, but I did have chlamydia 4 times, so so
Here
shit
we go.
that kind of straightened me out a little bit. So that's why you can't can't go raw like you want to, but raw dogging it's always better. Nick said, "No, you can't." 2023, but this some exclusive. So if you get a chance, you already now right now but baby, your shit is exclusive. Yes, Lord. So
boy. Okay,
beautiful.
here we go.
Is there another letter?
Okay.
What's going on here?
I've actually been looking for another letter, but I can't get to. Okay, if I don't blow it up, I think I can see the whole thing.
Okay.
So let me read this one. I'm just gonna read this one. See, Nick, now you playing. It's wetter, raw though. I ain't gonna lie.
Exactly.
That's a fact.
It
That is
is.
a fact.
It always.
Ooh, hold on. I just gotta stop
boy.
and think for a minute because oh my God.
What?
Those was a good.
We don't want to be hearing about.
Those was a good
I need some
old
church
days.
certificate.
Yes, it had. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Okay, so I'm trying to get to this letter, y'all. I promise you I am. And I thought I had found one. I was just gonna read it. Shit. But the girl keep putting her big face in there.
Yeah.
Pause her ass.
All right. I promise you guys, I'm trying to get to another letter.
Y'all just don't have a clue. I be closing my eyes and my ears. I
We-
be feeling like a kid.
Y'all-
you be closing your eyes and your ears, huh?
Messing with him, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
These are all healthy conversations.
That is true. But I'm with Tasha. Raw is and
This
I
was
wouldn't
one
have
that
married Hannah. I would not have married him.
What? If what?
If what?
If he like a 5-year-old, what the hell am I married?
Oh, hell no.
Well, let me read this one, guys.
Yeah.
Let me read this one.
Okay.
Let me read this one, guys. It says, "Dear Steve and Shirley, I've been married for 6 years and I have 2 children under age 5. I work full time and I tutor children in our home on Mondays and Wednesdays. My husband's job has him traveling 80% of the time, so that leaves me with the children a lot. Thank heavens I have relatives close by that help me with the children. In August, my husband was out of town for a week and I was stressed out being a mom and a businesswoman. My coworker suggested I get a sensual massage to help me relax and stay centered. I decided to try it, and the masseuse said he would come to my home. We sat and talked, and he was engaging and seemed interested in stuff that stresses me out. Then he told me to take deep breaths and close my eyes, and he undressed me and it guided me to the massage table and laid me back. When I opened my eyes, he had taken off his clothes too, and he was staring into my eyes right through my soul. He started massaging every inch of my body, and it was sensual and satisfying. After he finished, he said I could pay in cash or Cash App. I booked an appointment for the next day and the day after that. Oh man, I got to go back. The big face girl. Hold on. I booked an appointment for the day after that and the day after that. We eventually started having the best sex in my living room on his massage table. My marriage has improved since I've started seeing him regularly, but he's expensive, and soon I won't be able to justify it, even if my husband looks at our account. I've asked him for a discount, and he said, "Big face, get out the way." I asked for a discount, and he said, "I'm one stressed out mama, and he has to give me the full package each time. Do I keep seeing this man for stress management, or should I go see a real therapist?" Let it out, Hannah. Tori said this day and age, both the man and women should both go to the doctor and be tested before having absolutely.
I believe
absolutely.
That. I believe that.
But these nasty, filthy, no goods ain't gonna do
Yeah,
that.
I agree with that.
Lynette says no to the reader. Tasha, what you say?
I wanted to go first. She's dying over there. Let Hannah get it out. Get it out, Hannah. Go ahead.
Lynette says she vote for a real therapist. Go see a real therapist. What you say, Hannah?
So I'll say this. First of all, she's trifling. Altogether, she's trifling. And I'll play devil's advocate, because thank goodness for this marriage, because my last marriage, I was like working full time, cooking, cleaning, working out of state, coming home, and doing everything under the sun to no avail. So I understand the stress part, especially with kids. However, she said that she could get a babysitter to do some random man. She never said, I joined my husband, try to go on a trip and spice up our marriage. She never said when he came in, I talked to him about it, I was ready. No, instead, you get a massage for first of all, you paying for dick. It's prostitution at this point. Let's start there. You're not even getting free penis. To him, you're just the client. He probably does this with everyone else that he massages. You're just another person on the list. So I don't care if her husband was not having sex with her. If I ever came home, you gonna see me on my mugshot smiling, because I wish I would. That's disrespectful to your house, your kids, your husband, and yourself, that you're having sex in this person's home, your bed, your floor, just because you can't have a conversation about your husband. She never said they didn't have a good sex life. All she said was he worked a lot, and she wants to give the box to someone else. So I feel like she's trifling. She's very trifling. She should have tried to spice it up with her marriage before she tried to step out.
I don't disagree with anything you say. I want to play devil's advocate though in here for a second. With the husband traveling 80% of the time, what responsibility does he have to recognize that he's not meeting her needs? I'm playing devil's advocate here.
Did they both have a conversation about it?
No, I don't. I'm just asking a question. Because in that scenario, if he's traveling,
that's a good question.
80% of the time, what part does he play in recognizing that she's overstressed, overworked as a mom, being left with the children, even though relatives are there, and that her needs are not being met? I'm just asking the question.
Because they both cheating.
Here's the thing about that, Black, and that's a great question. I think this is a lack of communication, because if he's traveling 80% of the time, so that other 20% of the time, he should be wanting to take the load off of his wife once he's there, that 20% of the time.
Thank you.
So obviously he's probably, you know what, I'm just assuming, because this is a letter we don't know. It's only coming from the woman's side, so we don't know. But she said that he's gone 80% of the time. His 20% should be given to his wife and making the load easy on her and making sure her needs are met too. But when he on the road, he probably getting it in and smashing too. So he probably like, it is what it is. I'm gonna do my thing or whatever. I'm gonna, I'm bringing the money home. I'm in the power. I'm bringing the money. Sound like to me he's the one bringing home the most money. So he's in the power. He's got that power control. So I just think this is one of those marriages, man, where there's no communication and there's no love there. It's just a business relationship. That's what it sounds like to me.
Interesting point. Lynette says we should be working together to fix it.
Yes,
I agree.
Exactly. Right. I agree.
Tasha, I'm gonna come to you because I think we talk about all these situations. Believe it or not, I think this is more common than people want to admit.
To
maybe
accept,
not
admit,
the 80% part, but in today's current household, you have in most cases 2 working adults. And I always talk about 24 hours in a day. If you take the average relationship where the 2 people work, and then if you add children into the mix, think about the responsibilities that we have to put in 8 to 10 hours on our job. You know what I'm saying? You got to sleep at some point. Now, when you factor in the care you have to put for children, I always tell people, do a little experiment, and what you will end up finding out that in a 24-hour day, you probably have about 4 to 6 hours of me time. How are you spending that time? Especially if you're working adults. And sometimes when you're leading into the relationship, it's all great and romantic and you make that time. But then when you get into it, you kind of take for granted that, well, we're going to be here. And the reason why I'm bringing this up, I'm speaking from experience. As a young married couple at the time, me and my wife, they weren't any children. We were both working, but we both had demanding jobs that kept us out of the household, and we had opposing schedules. At that, she was up. She had to be to work in the morning at 7 a.m. She was back home at 3 p.m., 3:30 p.m. My day started at 12. I was back home at 10 o'clock at night. Loved each other. We had a situation where our roommates that right. And I tell this story as a cautionary tale because it may not always be about that you're planning to cheat, but I truly did not recognize the sex that we did have was good, but I truly did not recognize that I wasn't meeting her needs. And she found a substitute for, in this case, it wasn't that she went out and found sex, but she tried to take up that time. She had single girlfriends because they're going to fill that time with something else, and eventually we found ourselves in the worst position you ever want to be in as a married couple. We had drifted so far away from what our center was, we didn't know how to get back. We were young and inexperienced, and we didn't know to talk to anybody at that time. And so I think in a lot of households, people want to admit this, but when you got a working couple and we like to brag as men, are we knocking it out the box? Well, maybe the sex is good when you're doing it. But if you out there hustling and getting the bag and doing this and that, I'm bringing this up because it does merit staying connected, real connections, communication, sometimes doing things out of the norm. Because in this case, if he's traveling 80% of the time, some of those times, bro, you could have said, well, baby, come on this trip with me.
Right.
Even if I go work at the office or do a presentation, you're in the hotel room so that when I get back. But then to her as well, you have to make it creative and make a reason why because we don't know why he's going 80% of the time. You got to speak up. A closed mouth don't get fed. So that's just my input.
Right.
Appreciate you, Antoine. Yeah. So
this is a good show.
So yeah, babysitter,
Babysitter.
But I guess for me in all this, we're just assuming her other needs aren't being met. The need that she's demonstrated that isn't being met. She just is horny. That's it. Simple. She's just horny.
You might be right.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, then just schedule more time with your husband, if you can, to fuck. Even if it means you have to drive to where he is just for like a couple of hours and just fuck, because that's all it sounds like that she's missing. In this case, my advice, Girl,
Mhm.
find somebody that you can cheat with that's free. Okay, don't cheat where you gotta pay.
You're
Just
right.
find somebody to start an affair like this.
She right. Tasha,
Because I don't think your husband kind of picked up on it anyway. So
you hit the
just
nail
find
on the head.
somebody just cheat regular. Don't
You
be
hit the nail on the
extra.
head.
You know.
But and so Tasha, you hit the nail on the head that she's blaming all the stress and stuff, and again, but isn't it amazing how even with this story, what started out as a masseuse because a friend recommended it, how she was able to open up and tell a stranger all the things that was bothering her. So quite naturally, she gave him the keys to the kingdom, and I bring that up because I've seen that happen a million times. I've been that guy. I've been the free dick. I was free dick. That's how my entire setup was. That when you come to my house, leave your worries at home. We're not going to discuss your husband, your man, your children. I don't even like children. When you came across my threshold, my job was to make you feel like you're the sexiest bitch alive, so that when you left back out, I wanted you floating on a cloud. Because they would tell me all of the things he's not doing well. So they made my job so much easier because all they had to do was fill in the blanks. And I even had female friends who were cheating on their husband, and they would use my place to take whole baths. And one of the things that I would mention to them that wasn't, this is me, as a friend, I would tell them, I watch my female friends come in with the little bag that they left home with, come in, take a whole bath, and put on matching panties and bras, take the Victoria's Secret, spray this stuff, spray around their neck, all between their legs and all behind their knees. And I would say to them sometime, well, wait a minute, sweetheart. Who you getting ready to go out and cheat with, you're giving him the best of you. But when you go home to your husband, you don't care how your hair looks. You don't care if if your drawers matching your bra. You walk around any old kind of way. It always was amazing to me how the person you're cheating with, you giving them the best of yourself. The women that came to my house, I loved it. Most times they didn't use my soap, my towels. They brought all that shit with them because I was the guy they was cheating with. And it was a beautiful arrangement that so Bert, when you talk about church's chicken, ding, 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 ding. I really didn't have to feed bitches a whole lot because they ate at home. And the chicken was there just to kind of give them a little protein to keep that pussy going.
Oh my
God. Hey, Black, you know another thing too? She never said that she missed her husband.
Right. No,
she never said that she missed him. She said that he was gone the whole nine, but she never said, I miss my husband and the whole nine. I try to do this and do that, but it's still not working out. So there's some type of disconnect that's going on between them two because she damn sure didn't act like she missed him.
Definitely. But Tasha's right. She's just horny and wants an extra side dick.
She should. I want to say this. She should start an affair with someone else who's married or divorced because they got just as much to lose. And if it's purely physical, it's just purely physical. Leave it at that. Because it's not like the damn man who was giving her the massage with the kids. It ain't like she was telling him all her problems. It ain't like he was in there busting those suds in the bathroom or in the kitchen doing the dishes. He was just coming over just to fuck. Find you somebody else who has just as much to lose, and you just agree like we're only gonna be doing this just to fuck. That's it.
And the friend getting it too. That's why she recommended him.
And God forbid, and what if the husband decides that you know what,
I ain't think about
get
that.
more attention to my lady, and he come home and catch that shit? Woo! You better get ready. There's gonna be some furniture moving.
No, I was about to say, first of all, when she got the masseuse and he got naked, well, I agree, Tasha, she was a scat. She just wanted to fuck because how you going? He just get naked. This is what you do. So he done been. I'm sure he had more clients than her.
Well, sis, in his defense, the only way to truly give a massage to a woman, you have to get naked.
See what I'm
That's some
talking about?
bullshit.
That's that
That is
bullshit.
some
Because my back really be
bullshit.
hurting sometimes. And I just want you just to rub my back and not with your dick, with your hands,
Thank
okay?
you.
Tasha, I done Tasha,
Thank
Tasha,
you,
me and Tasha had
Tasha.
this argument all the time because she always talking about she wants somebody to come over to rub her back and feet. If I'm
That's
rubbing your
it.
back and feet, I'm gonna have to rub that dick up against you.
No,
No.
I'm gonna have to rub that dick up
yeah.
against you.
Oh.
No,
The moment I start touching on your back, I'm gonna touch on your ass, and this might as well take my drawers off at that point.
No.
He's not a professional. He's a prostitute.
He's a professional.
What?
A
He is a
professional
professional. He is a
He's a
professional.
professional.
No. So he's giving dick out. He's giving it to the friend, the girl down the street, the lady upstairs.
That
and
don't
they
make
all
him not a
paying for it.
professional.
He's a professional.
He's
Yeah.
a professional. You know, and he's good at what he did. You know, now we getting ready to end the show here shortly, but I miss the good old days when you can. Every massage I've ever given to has led to fucking. That's why I say you have to get naked. I'm not mad at Deshaun Watkins. I'm not mad at Deshaun Watkins. Tamika says I'm married and I still have that problem with back. No, listen, this is coming from a woman. She says I'm married and I still have that problem. Back rub leads to something extra. Every massage is sexual. If it ain't sexual, you ain't doing it right.
Y'all make it nasty, okay? It's not.
Can I say something?
Come on, Kenny. Go ahead,
Can
Kenny.
I say something? I ain't gonna even lie on this one. Every time I did a massage, that led to some buck tussling. I knew that was in my mind. I already had the baby. I already had the baby oil. I already had the baby oil by the bed.
Thank you.
And it's about to go down.
Tasha.
Yeah. So
No, I learned how to stop that.
It was going down.
If you can't massage my back with icy hot, that way I know you. If you better be careful where you touch it next with your hands. So massage my back with some icy hot. So leave me the hell alone.
No, it wasn't gonna be no goddamn icy hot. It's gonna be some goddamn baby back. That thing glisten.
Be some mango shake butter.
That's my best friend right there talking. I've never given her a back rub. I never will, because I'm gonna have to rub that ass if I try touching on her back.
No. Can I say something?
Sure.
I just want to piggyback on one thing you said. And I know if my friends are watching the show, they're going to get upset. When you said that women will be sexier for the side versus the main, it's the most trifling thing I have ever said. And I just feel like if you want somebody to be with you for a certain amount of time, or a month, a week, a day, forever, you should want to be your sexiest for that person and give the other person just whatever. And I just don't understand that logic.
I can't explain
I agree,
that.
but
I don't have the answer.
Agree
but
with
I
Black,
see it so much, and I don't understand.
Hannah, I wish I had the answers to that, but I'm just because I would ask that as a friend because I watched it. Because that's what my thought used to be, that, well, wait a minute, when you go to bed, because I ask these questions. Well, how do you walk around the house? And I hope women, you're thinking about this, that to get that man, now when he came over and y'all was Netflix and chilling, you made sure you smelled so feminine, your skin was so soft, so that just like you leaned up against your husband and y'all watched him, you knew what you was doing. What is it that once you get the husband, that all of a sudden now your hair spent up in a fucking slave bun, with a nasty ass rag you've been sleeping with for the last week and you ain't washed that shit. Your neck smell all hot and musty and shit. You got on hot flannel pajamas and shit. You know what I'm saying? You ain't brushing your teeth at night now, and you just want to lay down and then plop your big stinking feet on his lap. What happened to all the little cute things to keep him? But then I watch them when they get a little side piece, sneaky link, whatever the fuck you want to call it, and they come to my place and they be in a hurry. They be in there, with the rag, washing their pussy and stuff, washing their titties out, spraying behind their knees and everything. And then here come the matching panties and bra. Nice shit, the frilly shit and everything. And they out the door. And I'm saying to myself, well, if you're willing to go out and do that for this guy, why aren't you doing that at home?
Thank you.
Black. Right. What did you do with those rags and everything?
Brought their own.
No, he said
they brought their own.
They brought their own. They use yours.
No. In this, if they were friends, they used my rags.
Oh, okay.
You know. Now the ones that I was fucking, my little sneaky legs, they brought their own shit. I was a bachelor. I used cheap bar soap. You know, back then I didn't have my shit as together as much. You know, I didn't have the body wash stuff. I had just regular soap, cheap shit, cheap toilet tissue, not that good shit that I use now. I'm old. I wipe my ass off now. Back then, it was what it was. Everything was back then. Hard ass mattress, blanket up to the window for curtains and shit. I had a nice house, but I wasn't on my grown man shit back then. You know what I'm saying? And so when they would come over, they would have a bag. And they would go in the bathroom. It was a beautiful thing. They would stay an hour or two in the bathroom. Come out, and ain't nothing better than a woman sitting in front of you. She got her soft towels with the big thick threads on them or whatever, the thread count and shit. And she rubbing all the stuff. All I'm doing is sitting there rubbing my hands together, knowing that I'm going in some good, clean pussy that I ain't even had to pay for. She bringing me some food, and she didn't even use none of my shit. It was just a beautiful arrangement. Those were the good old days. Now, my friends would use my shit. Now, to answer your question, I washed their stuff with my regular stuff because I was nasty back then too. Okay. I wasn't the hygiene wasn't as important as it is now. Oh, the fuck was lots of I fucked musty and funky pussy back then.
Boy, getting that chlamydia 4 times, it'll change your hygiene habits, won't it?
You would think it would, it took that many times, we're hearing some truths on here. Tamika says, every time I've ever cheated, it wasn't for my pleasure, but wait, what was that we was talking about? You crazy?
It's only popping now. That Tamika off the chain. It's only
crazy as hell. Okay. Nick says, I've never bathed at your house, but I always laid it in the bed. She's absolutely right. She's absolutely right. Because we talking truths, but the truth was, when I picked Nick up, she was always super clean. Nick was an Amazon. Nice, big old. Yes,
I'm trying. I can't.
Well, we thank everyone for coming tonight. We do thank you. You can catch us every Wednesday and Saturday.
Nick, baby, for the record, you was always super clean. That's my baby girl right there. Always gonna be my heart right there. Nick, I salute you, baby. I salute you, baby. Kenny, tell them where they can find us at. Kenny, tell them where they can find us at, my brother.
Oh man, you know what? I hate that it got in, but it got to end.
Right?
We got to end the show.
Where they find his type at, right?
You can find TFG on. I'm trying to look at Tamika's profile picture, but anyway,
you know what?
That's me to got distracted for a minute. But you can find
and she's
your
still
host
bad.
Lee Black and.
You all right, bro?
We want to thank Tamika.
You sound like
and Tori. No, I just want to thank. We want to thank all the people that's watched. I think Antoine was in here. Tamika, Lynette, Tori, all them. We want to thank you guys for coming in and tuning in with Lee Black and his co-host Tasha for TFG Uncut, TFG Ratchet, Real Talk for Real Men. You can catch them every Wednesday and Saturday, Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. And on Saturdays, you can catch them at 7 p.m. Eastern and 6 p.m. Central. And we have a lot of fun. If you go out, make sure you share this show, subscribe to the channels, and subscribe to all the TV. Fridays and Sundays, you can catch the Real Estate Insider with Lamar Falk. He's the guy that's going to be showing you all of those celebrity homes, whether they still have them or if they've been repossessed. You can check them out on Fridays, I want to say at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time, and then on Sundays at Eastern Standard Time on Fridays and Sundays. Now, you can catch me and Lee Black and Devin Devine and Brent Haynes, TFG Tonight, on Monday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. We're talking whatever's trending. We're talking politics. We're talking sports. We're talking entertainment, all that. Come check us out. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, TG Tonight. That's on YouTube with your host, Brenton Haynes, myself, Lee and Devin Devine. Then on Tuesdays, you can catch the wrap up with Lamar Falk and Charles Moore, 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central. They're going through some of those questions on the TFG relationship group. If you're not part of that group, go check it out. They're going to give you their insight, and they go in. Really, they really do go in. Make sure you check them out on the wrap up. That's on Lamb Levity YouTube channel. Make sure you check that out. Then on Tuesdays, if you need a little bit of some religion, a little bit of Bible, because we ain't all heathen, you can come check out Sanity, get some Bible talk on Miss Val on Tuesday nights on her YouTube channel at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Eastern Standard Time as well. Now on Wednesdays, you can catch up the fellas. Forgive us later. I think they've been on hiatus, but they coming back.
Mm-hmm.
You can catch them at 9 Eastern, 8 p.m. Central on Wednesday on their YouTube channel. Forgive us later. That's Landy, that's Charles Moore, that's DJ Sullivan. They giving it to you straight with no chasers. So come check out the TFG television network. We got something for everybody. And I forgot myself. I'm the sports guy. Kendrick, check me out. TFG Sports Media on Saturday mornings at 11 a.m. I'm giving it to you straight with no chaser. We almost at 900 subscribers. So y'all bring your friends. We got to get to 1,000. Come check me out on Saturday mornings at 11 a.m. on the TFG Sports Media channel. I'm just Kendrick, and I will talk a little bit of relationship and some other crap on there. Like,
What?
I'll toss it back to you, Brother Lee Black.
Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you guys. I just want to end by saying that thank you for everybody for tuning in. We've been doing this a long time. This is truly a labor of love. My show is not monetized. I do not have the numbers for that. I show up as much as I can, take a little breaks for quality of life. But Tasha and I, we do this because y'all family. We love being here. It's a nice break in our day and our week to stay connected with you guys. I love the viewers. And so I appreciate your support, no matter what. So I definitely thank you guys for continuing to show up, have a little fun with us, and in the midst of all of our fuckery and foolishness, as me and Tasha like to say, it's all love, and we keep it honest, we keep it real, and we truly appreciate the input. You guys make the show so much, you make it worth doing, so I appreciate that. So I hope everybody have a great rest of the weekend. The weather is exactly the way we want it to be. We got the holidays coming up, so I hope
it
to
ain't.
see you.
No, it ain't. Stop it, Lee.
Can I say
this
one
weather's
thing?
like we wanted to be. Damn, this cold.
I love it. I love it. So,
sir.
and so what I was going to say, weather-wise, I hope that as it gets colder outside, it draw you guys in to partake of the shows and to view us, especially for some of you who've been away for a little while, doing things outside. Now we're going to be inside a little bit more. Neek, don't be no stranger, baby. Want to see you back here on a regular basis. We miss you. I love you. You already know you're my heart for real. And I love all of you guys. Hannah, did you have a thought, baby, before I went?
Just want to say it is Lamar's birthday. We should just give a shout out since he is TFG.
I thought his birthday is the birthday now?
It's stated on my timeline.
I thought no.
Oh, no, his born day is in September.
Yeah, he had a birthday pass. That's what I was going to say.
Okay.
He had a birthday that passed. That's what I thought just recently.
Yeah, I about to say I know him and my son was the same month, but it popped up today.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, his born.
Lamar, you cannot double dip, brother.
Okay, because
stop.
We love you,
stop
but you
that
can't double
Lamar.
dip.
If you trying to get all these goddamn birthdays, right? For real.
Listen, wait, I was like, my Lamar and his Lamar is the same month. I knew I was going crazy. I was like, let me just shout out just in case.
Neek, I love cold weather.
No, you good. You good, Hunter. You good.
I have not been to Memphis in forever. I do plan on coming soon. But baby, you have an open invitation to the A. So you make sure when you come to the A, you're more than welcome. Bring your husband as well. Both of you guys have an open invitation anytime. It's all love. With that said, everybody enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have a great, great night. Be good to each other and always keep it real. Peace out.